All right, young scientists, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about titration calculations. And we're going to start off with the simpler version of this when I take a strong acid and a strong base and titrate them together. We're going to figure out how to do those calculations. Now, for a strong is how we explain it. Titration, I don't need an ice table. There's no equilibrium to worry about. Everything's 100% dissociating. What we're going to do is find the moles of H plus and of OH minus, and then we'll put those together effectively. We'll say, okay, if I have 2 moles of H plus and 1 mole of OH minus, then I'll have 1 mole of H plus left over because 2 minus 1 is 1. And then using that H plus, we can find its concentration and use that to find the pH. Or if I have extra OH minus, I can use that to find its concentration, find the pOH, and then find the pH. But make sure when you do that, you're using the total volume. If I mix 2 liquids together, the overall volume is going to increase. So here's an example that hopefully will then help it make a little more sense. I've got 25 milliliters of a 0.50 molar nitric acid solution, and we're going to titrate it with 0.25 molar calcium hydroxide. Now, on the next slide, we're going to do A and B together, and then what I want you to do is go through and do C and D on your own afterwards. So for A, we're going to calculate the pH of HNO3. That part's not terribly challenging. And then B, this is actually the part that we're talking about today. We're going to find the pH after 15 milliliters of calcium hydroxide base have been added. So here's our example. Now for part A, we just want to find the starting pH. We want to know what we start with. Well, 0.5 molar HNO3, you see how there's one H in HNO3. So that's the same as 0.5 molar H+. This is a strong acid. It completely dissociates. So 0.5 molar HNO3 really means 0.5 molar H+ and 0.5 molar NO3-. Now, since we know the concentration of H+, pH is just the negative log of that. Negative log of 0.5 is 0.3. So all we had to do for part A was take the negative log of that concentration. In part B, though, we need to find the moles of H plus and the moles of OH minus. We need to find the difference and use that to find the H plus concentration. So I have 25 milliliters of acid. Convert that to liters. It's 0.5 molar. And 1 mole of HNO3 gives me 1 mole of H+. So I have 0.0125 moles of H+. Just a little stoichiometry. Very, very similar calculation. 15 milliliters of base. Get that into liters. It's 0.25 molar. But I get 2 OHs from every CaOH2. See the 2 right here. So I have 0.0075 moles of OH minus. So then I just say, okay, which one do I have more of and how much more? 0.125 moles of H plus minus 0.0075 moles of OH minus. I have an extra 0.0075 moles of H plus. Those 0.0075 moles are in 25 milliliters combined with 15 milliliters because we took those two solutions and put them together. So they're in 40 milliliters. That gives me a concentration of 0.1875. And again, now, last step, once I know the concentration, I take the negative log, and the pH is now 0.73. So adding those 15 milliliters of base raised the pH from 0.3 to 0.73. What I'd like you to do is pause the video and go back and do C and D. They're the exact same problem, except for this different volume that you'll plug in right here. That'll give you a different amount of OH. That'll give you a different difference, concentration, and pH. Go ahead and pause the video and give that a shot. Then we'll keep going when you're ready. Okay, now that we've done the easier one, we're going to do the very slightly more challenging one. It's just got a couple extra steps. They're all things that you can handle, though. All we're going to do is that same stoichiometry that we did before, and then we're going to tag an equilibrium calculation onto the end of it because we have a weak acid or a weak base. So in my example, we want to find the pH of a solution from when you take 45 milliliters of 0.1 molar NaOH, that's a strong base, and add 50 milliliters of 0.1 molar acetic acid. That's a weak acid. And here's its Ka. I don't expect you to memorize Kas. They'll be provided for you. So, if we know the volumes and we know the concentrations, we can find the moles just like we did on the last one. I did it a little bit quicker here is all. 0.1 molar times 50 milliliters is 0.05 liters. So I have 5 times 10 to the minus third, or 0.005 moles of acetic acid, and 4.5 or 0.0045 moles of NaOH. Now I'm going to put this into something that I've got arranged that sort of looks like an ice table. It's not. It's just a good way to think about it. Here's our reaction, right? Acetic acid plus hydroxide, or if you want to call it NaOH, it means the same thing, makes acetate, or sodium acetate, means the same thing, and water. We start with 0.005 moles of acetic acid. We add to that 0.0045 moles of hydroxide. So we're going to, if we just do a little subtraction here, end up with 0.5 times 10 to the minus third, that's not very good scientific notation, is it? 5 times 10 to the minus fourth moles of acetic acid left, and 4.5 times 10 to the minus third moles of acetate at the end. See how everything's 1-to-1 in our reaction? So just like you would in an ice table, we're subtracting this much because that's how much we're adding. This is what we have left over, and this is what we made. Now we want to get those moles back into concentrations, and to do that we need to divide by the total volume now. 45 milliliters plus 55 milliliters is 95 milliliters, or 0.095 liters. So I just take each of those moles and divide by the liters to get the new concentrations. And now, to find the pH, I could do this a bunch of different ways. I could use my Ka expression and solve for H+, or I could use the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. That'll probably go a little faster for me, since I know HA and I know A-. So you could do the algebra here and rearrange for H+ and solve and get the pH. Or you could say pH equals pKa plus log of your HA and your A-. Either way, you're going to end up with 5.7. Now, you may say, well, Mr. Kopnick, we didn't really do the equilibrium there because we didn't really draw an ice table. Yeah, we didn't need to because that Henderson-Hasselbalch equation takes care of it for us. It's just simpler that way. So what I want you to do is this very similar problem. Calculate the pH, so your end point is going to be the same here, of a solution formed by adding 10 milliliters of 0.05 molar sodium hydroxide and 40 milliliters of 0.0250 molar C6H5COOH with a Ka of 6.3 times 10 to the minus fifth. So find the moles of each. Remember, this is really just OH. Find the difference so you can get those equilibrium concentrations, and then find the pH. This is another shorter video. I don't want to go into the next part just yet. This is pretty math heavy though. If you have some questions, please let me know.